What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, why should you trust your spirit? Why should you trust your own mind? Even if, I would say, even if you're like not all the way to a certain level in your life, is because whatever level you are on, and when I say level, I mean mentally, because your mental frequency is what level you are on in life. you know so the higher your vibe, which is your mind, is basically what you can how much you can see, how big of a picture you can see. But regardless to whatever mental frequency or level you are on, why you should trust your own mind, which is your spirit, is because your spirit is going to tell you to go a certain way. Another spirit might come in and tell you to go this way. Like me, for instance, even if you're vibing with me and I'm giving you insight, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you're getting information from. You're supposed to still trust your own mind. And if you don't trust your own mind, like for instance, you always a person. It's okay to get advice from people. It's okay because that's motivation. That's it's sometimes you use it as motivation. Sometimes we use it as confirmation of what we already know. But if we always rely on other people's opinion, advice, we're relying on their spirit and not ours. You know what I'm saying? And how would you ever get to a point in your life where you're going to trust your own spirit? You have to start somewhere. So it doesn't matter what level you're on. Even if you at the lowest in your life, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to trust your spirit and not go down, but go back up. Because wherever you are, it's like you have to put it in your mind, it's only up from here. But again, you have to get to a point where you're trusting your own spirit and not other people. Because sometimes people come into your life to take you off your path, not put you there. Like I consider myself as a traffic cop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get you to follow me. I'm trying to show you which way to go for your destiny. When a person's trying to get you to follow them, they're taking you off their path, off your path, and having you follow them. And then eventually you're following them, you'll get lost in their shadow. You'll never go to where you're supposed to, where your destination is, which is your destiny, because destiny is short for destination. You'll never get to your destiny following another person. You know what I'm saying? A traffic cop is a person that's standing in the middle of the road, 4-lane highway, and direct the people like, because you already know where you're going, but it's like, this is the quickest way to your destiny. Go this way, this way, go this way, but not follow me. You know what I'm saying? So when I give advice, I'm not trying to get people to follow me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to follow me. You just need to hear what you need to hear for to be uplifted. You need a little energy. You need a little gas. You need me to pump you up real quick because sometimes you need that. But that's what they have cheerleaders for in football, to pump them up. But they already know what to do. It's like you already know what to do, but sometimes you might lose motivation. So you listen to people to get motivation, not so much as following them. Because when you're following them, you're just going where they're going, and you're not going to where you're supposed to go. So again, how to get to a place in life. And trust me, I have that Gemini energy, and that is that mutable energy that it just moves in different directions. But trust me, I'm gonna get to my point. When you start trusting your own spirit, you'll get to a place in life where, like I said, even if you're vibing with a person, even if you're agreeing with a person, you still know which way to go. It's like, yeah, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to take this and put this, what you said to me, I'm going to put that in my pocket because I feel like what you just told me, I'm going to be able to use that later when I get to a certain place on my path. I don't know, but I feel like you're telling me something for a reason, because we come into people's life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And whatever information, we're giving them, they might not need it right now. You know what I'm saying? It may not resonate with them at the moment. But if you take the information and you put it in your pocket, it may come up later and you'll be like, she told me this. Now I see what she's talking about. I might not see this right now because of the mental frequency that I'm on. But at the end of the day, you're still supposed to trust your spirit, because your spirit is your own mind, is leading you to your destiny, because you know where you need to go. If you pull up to a person in a parking lot and you lost, okay, that means you're a lost soul at the moment. So you pull up to a person, excuse me, can you tell me which way is so and so and so and so? And that person says, oh yeah, go up there, turn right, turn left. That's what I'm doing when I'm giving advice. I'm literally telling you a direction to go to where you already know you need to be. I'm not trying to get you to follow me. And you have to use your discernment when you know when you have people giving you information as to, are they trying to keep me stuck behind them, lost in their shadow? Are they trying to guide me, be like literally being a spiritual guide, because the spirit is the mind? Are they trying to guide me to where I need to be, or are they trying to keep me stuck following them? That is the difference between a leader, because a true leader doesn't get people to follow them. You don't have to follow me. You know what I'm saying? You need some information or whatever, you read the subject line and you see, okay, maybe it's something in this message that I need to hear, you know, and your spirit is going to tell you to click on it or not, based on what is said, and it's not for clickbait. It's not even about that, because I'm not even on that. You know what I'm saying? It's the message. You know what I'm saying? The message is more important than anything, because you don't know. But if you don't trust your own mind, you're going to rely on other spirits to get you somewhere, and they going to send you up the river. You don't know where they're going to tell you to go. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to, have, like, really, really trust your own mind. And the only way you're going to get there is testing it out yourself. Like, you really detaching, not telling you to detach from people and just like leave people alone. If it gets to that, then that's what it is. But I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is that you have to get by yourself and say, just like really, really learn how to listen to what your own mind is saying. If you have to drown out the noise from TV, from watching videos, listening to other people, whatever, that if they're not helping you teach you how to use your own mind, it's yours. If they're not helping you try to use your own mind, but they want you to always listen to them, it's a problem, because it's like I need to learn how to go my own way. What if I'm lost and nobody is around? What you gonna do then? You're gonna have to trust your own mind in. You could, if you was in the middle of a desert and nobody was there, you would have to trust your own spirit to find your way. You wouldn't even have anybody to go up to and say, excuse me, can you tell me which way is this? You have to listen to your own spirit then. So you have to get into a space in life where you trust your own mind, you know, and you'll never do that relying on other people to think for you, making decisions for you, and always, you know, needing people to, because we're all here to help each other. I'm not shaming nobody for helping. I'm helping. I'm not telling you to not listen to nobody. What I'm telling you to do is listen to your own spirit first. First and foremost, it's always your mind, because it's yours. And your mind is always going to tell you right. Even if you make a mistake, that's the whole point. It's a mistake. It's not a mistake, meaning the only way you're going to learn if you make a mistake. That's the only way you're going to learn. You know that when you go to a new job and you never did the job before, and they're training you and you make a mistake, that's when you learn, well, I know not to do it that way. The only way that you can get something embedded in your head is if you make a mistake. And when you make that mistake, it's like, oh, trial and error. Okay, I know not to. It's like, I know not to do that again. So now I know what to do and what not to do. That will be no different if you get in a relationship and the relationship don't work, and because you made mistakes. So when you get in your next relationship, I know not to do that again. The only way you're gonna know that is if you had a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But you can't keep going to people and saying, what you think about this, what you think about that, even though we do that. You know what I'm saying? We do it for confirmation and we do it for motivation, but we don't do it for the initial, the initial push, because you always should rely on your own mind to give you that umph. Like I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because my spirit told me to. And I might need confirmation that I know I'm going the right way, but you know let me see what this person saying. This is a sign. Okay, this person is saying this. All right, I knew I was going the right way. And as you gradually keep going and keep going and keep going, you're gonna see that when a person comes into your path, even if they're the smartest person in the world, and they come into your path and they try to tell you something, you're gonna be like, man, I'm still going this way because I know this way is the right way. You know, you're gonna end up going your way, and even if it's like, you might end up looking back, because sometimes we look back and be Mercury retrograde having us look back too. You might end up looking back and be like, dang, I should have went that way. No, even if you get to a point where you feel like you should have went that way, you went the other way for a reason, because when you went that way, it's like you had to learn some things. And it's not saying that you wouldn't meet back up to a certain place, or a person or whatever. You still had to go that way for a reason. You did not go that way for a reason. You had to learn something. Whatever you experienced when you went in that direction, it was for a reason. It's like literally yesterday, I had different ways that I could get somewhere, and I chose this one direction. And what it was meant for me to go that way, even though it was ended up being a long way. And I was like, oh, I went, I took the longer route, but it was meant for me to go that way, because the way that I went, I was walking, mind you, I was walking, and I didn't even know a guy was walking, like not walking up behind me, but a guy was coming up behind me on a horse with another horse on a rope on the side of the horse that he was riding. When he came from up behind me, I couldn't even hear it. When he came up behind me and passed me with those two horses, I was like, "Oh my God. I haven't seen a horse in some months or whatever." But he came, I keep saying walk, but he crossed my path with two horses. I instantly said, that's a spiritual message. It was meant for me to go that way. It was meant for me to go that way. And when I Googled the spiritual meaning of two horses crossing my path, it said confidence, free and freedom. That's a sign from God. And had I not went that way and went where my mind told me to go, I wouldn't have got that sign. That means freedom is coming my way. Financial freedom, because that's what I've been asking for. You know what I'm saying? And had I not went that way, had I not followed my own mind, you know what I'm saying, and went with the first thought that came to me, which told me to go that way, even though before I even seen the horse, I realized I went the long way. I was like, man, I went the long way. This way is too long. And I went that way, but two horses ended up coming by to give me a message. And like I said, had I not went that way, I wouldn't have got the message. So that's why I'm telling you that, we have our own spirits for a reason. And you have to get to a place in your life where, you trust your own spirit. Like, it doesn't matter if you feel like you made a mistake, if you went away and you feel like, I shouldn't have went this way. You went that way for a reason at the end of the day. And you have to rely on your first mind more so than other people. We are here to help each other and guide each other, but we're not here to get people to follow us, because we all got our own destiny. If you following me, you're not gonna get to where you got to be. And that's not what I'm coming into your life for. I'm coming into your life to guide your spirit to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And teach you how to use your and trust your own spirit, because I had to get to this place too. I always was a person giving advice and stuff, but I still like hearing what other people have to say, because it to me is like confirmation of what I already know. That's what I use it for. But at the end of the day, I don't care what people are telling me. I'm still gonna go where my mind tell me to go. And if I miss out, I just miss out. It's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.